Nearly 100,000 people with disabilities call the Valley of the Sun their home. Of those, more than 60% are currently unemployed.
Your United Way contribution gives people with disabilities hope through a work placement program.
I'm Glenn Thomas, Patienta.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day now. Workout fries.
My son Glenn is now 29. At a year and a half old, high fever caused convulsion, which caused brain damage.
I'm doing great. You want to take over for me?
The work program for Glenn as a result of the foundation has been that he has a life. He's able to carry a job pretty much full-time. He's able to take buses on his own.
Well, the goal is to assist people in becoming as independent as they possibly can. The people that we serve at Scottsdale Foundation for the Handicapped are people with developmental disabilities.
It's a facility-based program, and we use this to assess people's skills to help design programs, hopefully to get them into jobs in the community.
We have the opportunity to get some employees who we have found to be very loyal, dedicated, hard workers.
Glenn's self-esteem, I believe, has really changed as a result of being able to work and being independent. If anything were to happen to me, I know my son is okay, he can go on.
What? I love you. I love you too, Mom.
In Maricopa County, nearly 14,000 kids drop out of school each year.
Your United Way contribution gives teens hope through an after-school college prep program.
The SAT is a test used by many colleges across the country. It's the Scholastic Aptitude Test. It's used along with the ACT in determining where students stand in their reasoning and how much they've learned over the past 4 years in high school.
Our main objective is to familiarize students with the SAT test and the PSAT test, teaching them test-taking skills, and then moving on into content.
The college prep program has helped me work on my SAT score.
This program has enabled Chris to be able to understand how to take the SAT test and how to do well on the test.
I've taken the PSAT like 4 times now. The first time I took the PSAT before I was in the program, my score was 1132. The last time I took it from the Urban League, my score was approximately 1350.
It builds their self-esteem, builds their confidence. It just allows them to be a little bit more focused about college planning and making their goals more achievable.
The Urban League College Preparatory Program has helped me to sit down and to plan out exactly which colleges I want to go to, how to go about applying for those colleges, submitting letters to those colleges, and they also give me scholarship information.
We try to expose them to various universities, ASU, U of A, and NAU.
I'm considering the University of Arizona, ASU, Georgia Tech, and the Air Force Academy. It gives people who want to help themselves an ability to help themselves.
It gives kids hope, but even more than that, it builds skills. I think it's turning our students from at-risk kids to productive kids. That's worth the investment in our young people.
How does our local United Way stack up? We're more efficient.
The number of people 65 or older living in the valley is expected to jump from 300,000 to nearly 500,000 by the year 2025.
Your United Way of contribution gives the elderly hope through a meal delivery service.
Right now I'm putting food from these containers into the basket to make home deliveries to people who are unable to get out and get food.
We deliver about 5,500 meals a year to over 100 people in the East Valley.
Beulah, it's Pam.
It really fulfills a tremendous need for people who are unable to get out and shop, to even stand and prepare their own meals. And so this really eases the load for them by having a nutritious meal delivered hot to them every day.
I go into these homes and I see people who, for some reason, whether it be financial, whether it be health, they just can't do it.
If this service was not available, we would have a lot of people in the Gilbert, Chandler, East Valley area who would not be getting a nutritious meal, who would have a very difficult time managing to stay independent.
Of the more than 4,000 Arizonans infected with HIV each year, 70% live in Maricopa County.
Your United Way contribution. Give families affected with disease hope through family support services.
I'm a wife. I'm a new mommy. I'm a working artist. And I also happen to be HIV positive.
HIV infection is increasing substantially in women, children, and the elderly.
I got HIV because I chose to trust somebody at their word because I was in love.
It's devastating to hear that news. People's lives appear to fall apart, and for many people, without the right kind of support, they do fall apart.
My first concern was Gabrielle.
My first concern was you dying.
What family support services and our education can do is provide them hope.
I think the emphasis is trying to keep families together when the potential for being blown apart by this illness is there.
We have things as basic as peer counseling, family support. We have a clinical trials program. We also provide a nutritional program. We provide daycare.
Family support, relationship support is so necessary. It's awful to be alone and to be ill.
Where does the money go? Where it does the most good?
Children that have been abused are 6 times more likely to become abusive adults.
Your United Way contribution gives kids hope through a 20-week arts program.
Well, Free Arts is an agency that works with children who live in residential treatment centers, group homes, and shelters all over Maricopa County.
When they come in, they might have lived in boxes, under bridges, in cars, or come from some very violent circumstance.
A lot of the kids who have gone through an abusive situation don't have the words to express what's happened to them. Oftentimes they can't even decipher their emotions to tell what they're feeling. The arts gives them a very safe and non-judgmental way for them to express themselves positively. They don't have to talk if they don't want to. They can just express themselves creatively. Our philosophy is that art heals, and that through the arts, children can learn to express their emotions in a positive way through creativity, rather than negative ways through drug abuse or violence or gang involvement.
The children who participate in our program are enabled to feel really good about themselves. This is something that there is no right, no wrong answer. It's a program where the children are just having fun.
They come in and they learn how to trust adults. I'm here at the same time every week. I bring in cookies, I bring in juice, I bring in supplies that they can work with, and they learn how to trust another person. I can't not seem to not look into their faces and want to help and do something.
Hope. Hope changes lives. We've shown you just 5 of the many ways United Way contributions have given hope to people right here in the Valley of the Sun. Now's your chance to give hope a hand. Please join me and invest in our community through the United Way.
You and the United Way give hope a hand.